Abba Dude! Hi there, this is Abba Dude! Welcome back. And today we're chewing the fat. That's my irregular series of vlogs where I don't really do anything iPay specific, but just more about general world of EVs. And today's chewing the fat is on the subject of energy providers. More specifically in this instance about Octopus Energy. And even more specifically, it's about the Octopus Go tariff. Now, Octopus Energy, I liked and signed up to them for a couple of reasons. First of all, they are committed to renewable energy, which is fairly important to me. It's not the only reason I bought an EV, but one of the reasons I bought an EV, and it was quite high on the list, is for environmental reasons. So having an energy supplier that's using renewable energy was important to me. Second of all, they do this Go tariff, which is specifically aimed at EV owners, and it's extremely good. You will see you get, basically the way it works is you pay a fairly standard tariff for most of the day, and then at night you get a very, very cheap tariff for 4 hours between midnight 30 and 04:30. Before I go into the specifics though, if I could just say there's a link down below with my referral code in it. If you click on that link, if you do want to sign up for Octopus Go, use my referral link, and when your transfer has gone through, you'll get 50 quid credited to your electricity account, and I'll also get 50 quid credited to mine for referring you. No pressure, but it's a win-win for both of us, really. So yeah, the way it works is, now I believe it's geographical, so the rates will vary slightly around the country, but my rates in the southwest of Scotland are, peak rate is 14.2 pence per kilowatt hour. That's still cheaper than I was paying with Scottish Power before I made the switch, so, you know, there's that. So even without the off-peak, it's still saving me money. But then off-peak, it's a mind-blowingly low 5 pence per kilowatt hour. 5 pence. Just to put that in perspective, that gives you a charge of the iPace from zero, which obviously you're not going to do, I would hope, but from 0% to 100% full will cost you somewhere between £4 and £4.50. Now, obviously, you can't do that in 4 hours, okay? To charge the iPace from 0 to full would take you about 10 hours. But the way I use it is I plug in every night. So most nights, in fact, almost every night, I'm plugging in with more charge than, you know, not needing the full 4 hours. Sorry, that came out a bit weirdly. Let me try that again. I plug in and I charge for less than 4 hours almost every night anyway. I stop my charging at 90%. Unless I'm doing a long trip the next day, I'll only charge up to 90 every night anyway to protect the batteries. So basically, 4 hour charge adds roughly 37%. So as long as I'm 53% or higher, I can charge up to 90% in that 4 hour window. And almost every day that's the case. It's very rare for me to plug in at the end of a day with less than 53% battery. So yeah, I do that. And if I have got less than 53%, you know, if, for example, I have done a long trip and I come home with 30%, say, then all I do is I plug in and charge for the 4 hours anyway. I wake up the next day with, in that case, 65% or 67%, somewhere in there. That's enough for my daily drive anyway. If I'm going to work and back, I only use less than 10%, to be honest. So I'll do that. And then the next night, I'll charge for the extra maybe 2.5 hours or whatever to get up to 90% again. So it's very rare that I need to charge outside of that 4 hour window. Obviously, if you're one of these people with a really long commute, then you may have to do that. But though, you know, there's not many people that need to commute for more than, let's say, 40% of your I-Pace battery. You know, that's a drive of about 100 miles. Not many people commute 100 miles a day. So for most people, you would be able to charge your I-Pace every single day for no more than 5 pence per kilowatt hour. That is a huge saving. So yeah, that's what I used. That's what talked me into doing it, that and the green energy. The switch was simple and painless. The customer service at Octopus were brilliant, very helpful and very quick. The website was great as well. You set up your account, and when you log on, it shows you exactly what stage of the process you're at, you know, and what still needs to be done before you switch to them. And then once you get your switch, the first thing that happens is you go on to their normal tariff. You have to do that, unfortunately, but you go on to their normal tariff. Once you're on that, they'll make an appointment to come and install a smart meter, which is a requirement, unfortunately. If you're one of those people that's morally opposed to smart meters, you won't be able to use them. But then they'll come, install your smart meters. I went for the dual fuel package, so I've got electricity and gas through them. So they came in and installed a smart electricity meter and the smart gas meter, and then put me onto the EV Go tariff. So that's the process. For me, signing up to getting onto the Go tariff was about 3 weeks. But even in that 3 weeks, I was still saving money because it was still cheaper than my Scottish Power rate had been prior to that. But yeah, as of that, after that 3 weeks, I transferred to Go, and I've been paying 5 pence per kilowatt hour ever since at night. I've also got various timers set up around the house to put on sort of some high voltage or high wattage things, should I say, like battery chargers and heated, we've got heated airers for drying clothes, for example. They're not that high wattage, but I've set timers up on them anyway. So they just run between midnight 30 and 4:30 in the morning. I've got cordless lawnmower and strimmer and power tools. I've plugged those batteries into a socket with timers on it, or the chargers rather, into sockets with timers on them. So anytime I cut the grass, I bung the batteries onto the timers, and then they recharge up to full power again during night time. Just little things like that, you know, which all makes a difference, really. So you can also set things like your dishwasher and your washing machine or your tumble dryer to come on, you know, at midnight 30 as well if you want to. So yeah, good way of saving some money if you've got an EV. And here's, I'll just flick up a couple of pictures for you. That's the smart electricity meter. And this one is the gas meter, the smart gas meter. Just so you know, in case anyone's interested what they look like. So let's have a look at the online billing. Here is on mine. You can see I've already said it running. This is through their website. You look at this. This is just a day's usage for me. It was a day where I plugged the car in for 4 hours, mainly to let you see it. But you can already see just at a glance, without even going into the specifics, you can see there that, that 4 hour window, which is where the big tall columns are, that was me charging the car. The rest of the window, the little bars down at the bottom there, that's my normal electricity usage. So just at a glance, you can see that's saving me a fortune. You know, without even going into the specifics of the web page and the breakdown that it gives you, that's saving me a lot of money. Fairly straightforward. I mean, you almost don't need to see anymore, but each one of those bars is 30 minutes. So you can see the first bar, you can just see it right on the left-hand side there. That's midnight to midnight 30, which is before cheap rate. So that's a very tiny bar. Then midnight 30, the car charger comes on. And you can see that then goes right through to 0430, at which point the car charger switched off and we dropped back down to normal usage. So all of my charging was done at that 5p rate, which saves me a lot of money. Then you can see, you can click on the graph anywhere and it will show you what your consumption was at that time. So you can see mine moving around here between 4 o'clock, 4.3 kilowatt hours. That was obviously when the car was charging and plugged in. Not that it could be charging if it wasn't plugged in. And you've got what else have we got? Yeah, you can scroll down then and you can see then 4:30 you can see it suddenly drops then to 0.123 kilowatt hours, and then the rest of the day you can see all the numbers are low. They're all less than 1. I think the highest it got to, we've got 0.659 there was the highest during the rest of the day. So yeah, you can see at a glance there that those 4.3s, 4.2s, all done at 5p, saves me a fortune. And the rest of the day my usage is very, very low, really minimal. So yeah, that's as good a demonstration as I can give you of why I signed up to it. It's ideal. It's a great tariff to be on, and it was very, very painless to do the switch, as I say. So yeah, that's Octopus Go. There are a few other ones. I know EDF do one, and I'm sure others will come along. As EVs go more mainstream, those power companies are going to want to keep your business. So there will be more that will come along. As I say, I've found Octopus to be brilliant. The customer service has been great, and the switch was really, really painless and simple. So yeah, as I say, if you do want to have a look at them, their website is octopus.energy, and to get to the Go tariff, I think it's octopus.energy/go. Let me just double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Oops. /go. Sorry, I should have checked this beforehand. Yes, that's it. So it's octopus.energy/go is how you find it on the website. If you do want to join up though, once you've done your investigations, it would be really cool. No pressure, but it'd be really cool if you used the link below and did the referral. You'll get 50 quid, I'll get 50 quid. Well, yeah, as I say, not iPay specific, but highly relevant to iPace owners, I would think. And yeah, I hope you found it useful. If you have enjoyed it or found it relevant to you, then please click the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe and then click on the little bell icon, you get notifications every time I upload a new video. You can subscribe now if you want by clicking on my ugly little face over there. And don't forget, check out the other videos of mine like this one up here. Till next time, this is Abu Dhabi Dude saying so long, take care, see you soon. Bye. Abu Dhabi Dude.